everybody, in this video we are going to see what are pronouns. Pronoun is a sentence element used to replace a noun. Some examples of pronouns are he, she, we, I and us. Definition: pronoun is a sentence element used to replace a noun or a noun equivalent construction. The replaced noun is named as antecedent. Categories of pronouns. Syntactically, pronouns have the same functions as nouns do. Morphologically, pronouns are used to avoid repetition and to set or clarify nouns. Categories of numbers, person and gender. There are 8 categories of pronouns. The categories of pronouns are personal pronoun, possessive pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, reflexive and emphatic pronoun, interrogative pronoun, relative pronoun, reciprocal pronoun, and finally indefinite pronoun. Now let us see what is personal pronoun. We use personal pronouns in place of the person or people that we are talking about. Personal pronoun represents specific people or thing. We use them depending on number, person, gender or case. Singular or plural. Person, first person, second person and third person. Gender, male, female or neuter. Case, subject or object. Here are some personal pronouns followed by some example sentences. In each case, first example shows a subject pronoun, the second an object pronoun. Subject pronouns are I, you, he, she, it, we, you and they. Object pronouns are me, you, him, her, it, us, you and them. So some examples of personal pronouns are I like coffee. John helped me. Do you like coffee? He runs fast. Did Ram bet him? She is clever. Does Mary know her? We went home. Anthony draws us. It doesn't work. Can the engineer repair it? Do you need a table for 3? Did John and Mary bet you a doubles? They played doubles. John and Mary bet them. We often use it to introduce a remark. It is nice to have a holiday sometimes. It is important to dress well. We also use often to talk about the weather, temperature, time and distance, such as it's raining. It will probably be hot tomorrow. It's 9 o'clock yet. It's 50 kilometers from here to Cambridge. Our next pronoun is possessive pronoun. We use possessive pronoun to refer to a specific person, people or thing or things, the antecedent belonging to a person or people, and sometimes belonging to an animal or animals or thing or things. You will never find a possessive pronoun near a noun, despite the fact it is a genitive of personal pronoun. We use possessive pronoun depending on number, person, gender. Number, singular or plural. Person, first person, second person or third person. Gender, male or female. Below are the possessive pronouns followed by some example sentences. Each possessive pronoun can be a subject or object, refers to a singular or plural antecedent. So, here the possessive pronouns are mine, yours, his, hers, ours, yours and theirs. Example sentences are I look at this picture. Mine is the big one. Here the subject is my picture. I like your flowers. Do you like mine? Here object is my flowers. All the essays were good, but his was the best. Here subject is his essay. John found his passport, but Mary couldn't find hers. Here object is her passport. As we have seen, there are singular and plural in personal pronoun. Used before nouns and singulars are my, your, his, her, its. On plural, it is our, your, theirs. Used alone are mine, yours, his, hers, its. Used plural are ours, yours and theirs. Reflexive and emphatic pronoun. Definition. Reflexive pronouns is used with an active voice verb in order to reflect the action of the verb back on the subject, the antecedent. Emphatic pronoun accompanies its antecedent in order to accentuate its action or state. Reflexive and emphatic pronoun take different positions within the sentence structure. We often use reflexive pronouns when we want to refer back to the subject of the sentence or clause. Reflexive pronouns end when self, singular, or selves, plural. There are 8 reflexive pronouns. Let us see that. Myself, yourself, herself, himself, itself. In plural, it is ourself, yourself, themself. The underlined words are the same person or thing. I saw myself in the mirror. Why do you blame yourself? John sent him a copy. I made it myself, or I made myself made it. Have you yourself seen it? Or have you seen it yourself? She spoke to me herself, or she herself spoke to me. Next pronoun is our demonstrative pronoun. Demonstrative pronouns and demonstrative adjectives have exactly the same forms. The way to differentiate them depends on their position relative to the antecedent or determined nouns. Demonstrative pronouns are this, these, that, those, the former, the later, the first, the last, the other, the others, same, such and so. So a demonstrative pronoun represents a thing or things. Near is the distance or time. This or these. Far is the distance or time. That or those. This is taste good. These are bad sometimes. That's beautiful. Those were the days. Attention. The word date has 4 main functions. Demonstrative pronoun or adjective. That book is good. Relative pronoun. Anything that you remember could help a lot. Conjunction. He said that he had been there before. Adverb. The snow was high. Do not confuse demonstrative pronouns with demonstrative adjectives. They are identical, but a demonstrative pronoun stands alone. That smells is the demonstrative pronoun. That book is good is demonstrative adjective plus noun. Normally we use demonstrative pronouns for things only, but we can use them for people when the person is identified. Look at the examples. This is Joseph speaking. Is that Mary? That sounds like John. Interrogative pronoun. We use interrogative pronoun to ask question. The interrogative pronoun represents the things that we don't know what we are asking the question about. There are 4 main integrative pronouns that you must remember: who, whom, what, and which. These words you might have probably used in questions. The possessive pronouns whose can also be an interrogative pronoun, an interrogative possessive pronoun. There are more examples of integrative pronouns. They are who, whom, what, which, whose. Examples. Question. Who told you? Answer. John told me. This is a subject. Question. Whom did you tell? Answer. I told Mary. This is an object. What's happened? Answer. An accident happened. Is a subject. Next is our relative pronoun. A relative pronoun is a pronoun that introduces a relative clause. It is called a relative pronoun because it relates to the word that it modifies. There are 5 relative pronouns: who, whom, whose, which, and that. Who is a subject and whom is an object are generally only for people. Whose is for position, which is for things. that can be used for people and things, and as subject and object is defining relative clause. Relative pronoun can refer to a singular or plural, and there is no difference between male and female. Examples are: the person who phoned me last night is my teacher. The car which hit me was yellow. The person whom I phoned last night is my teacher. The car whose driver jumped out just before the accident was completely destroyed. Next is our reciprocal pronoun. We use reciprocal pronouns when each of two or more objects is acting in the same way towards other. There are only two reciprocal pronouns, and they are both two words: each other, one another, each other or one other. We use these reciprocal pronouns. There must be two or more people, things or groups involved, so we cannot use reciprocal pronouns with I, you in singulars. They must be doing the same thing. Example: John and Mary love each other. The 10 prisoners were all blaming one another. Why don't you believe each other? Next is indefinite pronoun. An indefinite pronoun does not refer to a specific person, thing, or amount. It is vague and not defined. Some typical indefinite pronouns are another, anybody, anyone, anything, each, either, everybody, everyone, everything, much, neither, nobody, no one, nothing, one, somebody, someone, something. Plural forms are both, few, many, others, or several. All, any, most, none, and some can be singular or plural depending on the phrases that follows them. Note that many indefinite pronouns also function as other parts of speech. Look at under in the following sentence. He has one job in the day and another at night. I would like another drink, please. Most indefinite pronouns are either singular or plural. However, some of them can be singular in context and plural in another. Notice that a singular pronoun takes a singular verb, and that any person pronoun should also agree in number and gender. All is forgiven. All have arrived. We can start the meeting because everybody has arrived. John likes coffee but not tea. I think both are good. I hope you understood all the pronouns. Let us again recap all the pronouns which we have learned. So, there are 8 categories of pronoun. The categories of pronouns are personal pronoun, possessive pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, reflective and emphatic pronoun, interrogative pronoun, relative pronoun, reciprocal pronoun, and indefinite pronoun. Thank you. For more information about pronouns, you can watch my next video.